So, Neo, The World Ends With You demo has been out. The game's coming out later in the month on the 27th, but it seems that there's a translator issue, as it seems that their translation bashes capitalism. Oh boy, here we go again. Hi, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. The World Ends With You. You know, this is an RPG that I have really liked, and if you know me, I'm an RPG guy. If you were to ask me, would I recommend The World Ends With You? Yes, definitely. A game that can get you invested almost right away. Lovable and enjoyable characters. Great story. I mean, it can get you invested into it. If you're an RPG fan, I definitely recommend it. Now, of course, when it comes to the modern scape of video games, though, well, there's a lot of issues that come in. You know, you look at the West, and what the West always does, pushes politics, in whatever way they possibly can. Well, of course, with the demo, Neo, The World Ends With You, it couldn't escape that problem, it seems, because apparently a translator seemed to really enjoy a certain line they put in. So, this article is by Senkaku Complex. Neo, The World Ends With You changes translation to bash capitalism. Like I said, it's like, when it comes to things coming to the West, it's like they have to just push in their agendas. They can't just let a game be the way it was supposed to. Oh, no. We got to make sure it's political. We got to make sure we get our agendas out to everybody. They think that preaching to people and pushing their politics into games is a good idea when it's not. People don't care about that. All people really care about is having a good game, having good entertainment, being able to escape the problems of reality, not having to continue to deal with it in escapism. People just want good video games to play and have fun with. That's the point. They don't want to be preached to in their video games. Those playing through the demo of Neo, The World Ends With You, the sequel to the original game, have discovered a certain line of dialogue was unfaithfully translated to bash capitalism. The translators apparently being quite enamored with this idea, as even the original title from 2007 has a similar mistranslation. Oh no, that mean old capitalism. Here's the thing. Had it not been for capitalism, they wouldn't even have the job they have now. But yet, they're bashing the very thing that's given them a good career. Capitalism is a good thing, but they act like it's the worst. Had it not been for capitalism, they wouldn't even have the opportunity to have the job they have now, So, if they have so much hatred for capitalism, they go live in China. I bet their opinions would change then when they learned that they couldn't have the opportunities they do under capitalism. Because capitalism, it allows you to have the opportunities to do what you want, to create what you want. But, communism doesn't. Twitter users have shared a screenshot of the scene in question from the English version of the game and compared it with the original Japanese. So as you can see here, the Japanese text at the top is the original, then the bottom is the translation, in which the translation states, "Is this supposed to be 104? We aren't glorifying capitalism on my watch. Time to spray over it." See, this is the problem. It's like they can't just give you a game. They have to, rather than give you the game you want, insert something you don't want in it. You see, here's the problem with this, is when they do stuff like this, right? When they push in political phrases or trigger words, it takes people out of the experience that are playing the game. Nobody wants to play a game and then get preached to or see stuff like this, because this is not what they're here for. They're here for the fun of the game. The good experience that they hope to see unfold. The good story, the great characters, the development and growth of these characters. This is stuff that people want to see. They don't want to see politics in their games. It takes them out of the immersion, it takes them out of the experience of what they're playing. Absolutely frustrating when this happens. People don't like that. The English translation, however, is inaccurate, as the Japanese version's dialogue roughly translates to, "Whose graffiti is this? 104's. I'm not pleased by this, so let's overwrite it." See, nothing wrong with that. It could have been fine just the way it was, but instead they had to push in their bashing on capitalism, which is just annoying and unnecessary. Doesn't even need to be there. And this isn't even the first time it happened. The article continues to state, perhaps the strangest part of this incident is the fact that the translator of the original 2007 title had a similar capitalism-bashing mistranslation, as the title had a segment where players learn ramen shop owner Kindoi is trying to compete with a more popular one. The article continues to state the more popular shop is revered due to it being clever enough to have male dancers in addition to ramen, and it is said customers visit it despite the quality of the ramen, causing character Joshua to utter quite the remark. Now, as you can see here, this is what this statement was, but the people line up outside for the other place no matter how the food is. It's stupid, and then here you go. Welcome to capitalism, Neku. So, even back then, they were doing it. So, this demo is not even the first time when they did it with the first game. I mean, so it seems that they probably have the same translator, again, doing this, or someone similar. But then again, we've been seeing this more and more within the modern day of video games. They keep trying to push their politics however they can, and, you know, all it does is turns more people off to buying the product. It doesn't make people more invested. And they keep thinking that preaching this is a good idea, when in reality, it's just driving more people away, if anything. Kindoi tries making different kinds of ramen, such as dessert ramen and curry ramen, which are somehow described to be good by the main characters, only to realize that simple, plain old ramen is the best. The original Japanese dialogue didn't have Joshua bashing capitalism, however, instead roughly uttering, "It can't be helped as it is a competitive society." Yet again, why didn't they just keep that line? That would have been just fine, and, you know, that's what markets do. They compete against one another. This is not out of the ordinary. That's a natural thing. But, of course, like I said, leave it to these Puritans to get into the industry, weasel their way in, and do things like this.
But wait! There's more!
Oh, and it wasn't even over with yet, because this didn't happen in the anime. Apparently, it is said at the moment, supposedly wasn't present in the anime. So, that's a good thing at least. But get ready for this, because, oh boy, did the Puritans on Twitter continue, because, oh, were they just so proud, though. So they were saying things like this: effing iconic, they took this off the anime, I hate it here. And then another person goes on, no, the anime isn't anti-capitalism anymore, we can't have shit. It's okay. Neo, the world ends with you already said F capitalism. For real? What did it do? They go on to talk about what the demo did, and then, of course, they continue to just keep praising how it said, oh, F capitalism. You know, they keep praising this. But, you know, capitalism allows people to be successful. Capitalism allows people to make a life that they want to live. You know, they are allowed to be able to be entrepreneurs, be able to create their own markets, create businesses. I mean, capitalism is a beautiful thing, and it can work as long as you do your best to be successful, as long as you work at it. You can be successful. Now, of course, when it comes to these Puritans, well, think about them as they don't have a dime to their name. They don't care about anything that they screech about. You know, they try to act like, oh, I'm a fan. I like it. I really do. They don't care for it. They don't like it. They don't care. All they want to do is come in and ruin what people enjoy and love, you know, like the little evil Koreans that they are, and make sure that everybody who loved it is miserable because it's ruined. You know, that's what they want to do. They want to insert whatever they can to ruin it, like whatever politics they have or agendas. They try to push that in there. You know, and here's the thing. Companies do this to pander to these people on Twitter that don't support them, that don't actually care. And whenever it comes to the real fans, well, they're just making their fans just want to walk away rather than support the product, because if they're going to be treated like this, or if these companies are going to ignore fans, well, yeah, then they're going to walk away from them and not give them their money. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here, and make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels, so make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media, spread the word, and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. The links are in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.